I am the oldest of three girls. I have my younger sisters are 4 and 13 years younger than I am. Grew up in a military family. My father is career military, so I grew up in Hawaii, Alaska, Rhode Island, and California. Um, Came to California when I was about 15 and lived here ever since. Um, Went to school in San Diego, went to college there, but came up to San Francisco for graduate school, and I have never left since. That was back in 1997. Um, I didn't know better, to be honest. I didn't know the difference because where I grew up, um, I was always around Filipinos. So because of the military, so I always grew up around Filipino families, and so um, the only I guess the main thing was language, but that wasn't even an issue because when I was younger, my parents um, said that I spoke Tagalog at Ilocano, and then when I was school age, they stopped speaking it because they wanted me to speak perfect English, which I think is kind of ironic that I became an English teacher, but and they wonder why. Um, and I was always, I've known nothing else. I've always known that as the oldest, I had to be responsible for my siblings. I was the role model. I was the one that got in trouble all the time. And I had, I see what my sisters were able to get away with later. I was like, well, not fair. But that's all part of it. Um, but as far as, I guess, challenges, nothing that I see as terribly unusual because, I've talked to other people and we all go through the same things growing up. And I've always been privileged to be around a Filipino community wherever I was, so I never felt like an outsider or that I didn't belong because there was always other folks around.